Listen closely, my friends. 2026 is moving fast, and while the world keeps telling you to chase more, achieve more, buy more, become more, and prove yourself to everyone around you, there is something the ancient Stoics understood that modern life often makes us forget. A better life doesn't always come from adding more. Sometimes it comes from becoming stronger within. Because no matter how successful you become, life will still test you, people will disappoint you, plans will fail. Someone you trusted may walk away, you may work hard and still lose, you may do everything right and still get an outcome you never wanted. And when those moments come, you have a choice. You can let circumstances control your mind, or you can train your mind to remain steady. That is where Stoicism becomes powerful. Stoicism isn't about becoming cold. It isn't about pretending you don't feel pain, and it isn't about accepting weakness. It is about learning how to live with courage, discipline, self-control, and clarity when life refuses to go according to your plan. So today, we're going through 12 Stoic lessons that can transform the way you think, act, and live in 2026. These are not complicated theories. They are principles you can actually use when you're dealing with stress, rejection, distraction, failure, relationships, and uncertainty. And listen carefully to the final lesson, because everything else eventually leads back to it. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Control what is yours. The first Stoic lesson is simple: control what is yours. Let go of what isn't. You cannot control what people think about you. You cannot control whether someone chooses you. You cannot control the past. And you cannot control every outcome. But you can control your choices, your effort, your attitude, and your response. The next time something goes wrong, don't waste all your energy asking why life didn't give you what you wanted. Ask, what can I do with what I have? That question puts your power back where it belongs, because peace doesn't come from controlling everything. It comes from knowing what deserves your energy. Lesson 2. Pause before you react. Not every situation deserves an immediate reaction. Someone insults you, you become angry. Someone sends you a disrespectful message. You want to answer immediately. But anger wants speed. Wisdom creates space. Before you react, pause, take a breath, ask, I were completely calm right now, would I still make this decision? If the answer is no, wait. Your emotions are real, but they don't always know what is best for you. Mental strength doesn't mean never becoming angry or afraid. It means you don't allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. Sometimes the strongest response is no response at all. Lesson 3. Stop living for approval. One of the easiest ways to lose yourself is to constantly seek approval. You worry about what people think. You change your decisions because someone criticizes you. You compare your life to people online. You start living according to expectations that were never yours. The Stoics understood that you cannot build a strong character while depending on everyone's opinion. Some people will like you, some won't. Some will understand you, others won't. Your responsibility is not to make everyone approve of you. Your responsibility is to become someone you respect. Ask yourself, am I living according to my principles? If the answer is yes, you don't need a committee to approve your life. Lesson 4. Learn to be alone. There is a difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness says, I need someone to complete me. Solitude says, I am comfortable enough with myself to stand alone. If you cannot tolerate being alone, you may start accepting people who don't deserve access to your life simply because you're afraid of losing their attention. Learn to sit quietly, walk without your phone, spend time with your own thoughts. You don't need to escape yourself through constant entertainment, notifications, or other people's attention. When you become comfortable alone, relationships become a choice rather than a desperate need. And that is freedom. Lesson 5. Accept that life isn't always fair. You can work hard and still fail. You can be loyal and still be betrayed. You can do the right thing and still be misunderstood. Life doesn't promise fairness. And if you expect everything to be fair, you will become bitter. The Stoic response is different. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? A setback can become information. A failure can reveal a weakness. A difficult person can teach you patience. You don't have to pretend that painful experiences are good, but you can refuse to waste them. Life may not always be fair, but you can still choose to respond with character. Lesson 6. Stop chasing what is leaving. Some people leave, some friendships end, some relationships change, some opportunities disappear, and your first instinct may be to chase, but ask, am I holding on because this belongs in my life or because I'm afraid of losing it? You cannot force someone to stay, you cannot force someone to love you, and you cannot make someone value what they have already chosen to abandon. So feel the pain, learn the lesson. But don't destroy your dignity trying to reverse someone's decision. Sometimes letting go isn't losing. Sometimes letting go is finally choosing yourself. Lesson 7. Turn pain into training. Pain can break you, but it can also train you. The difference is what you do with it. If you were betrayed, become wiser. If you failed, become more disciplined. If you were rejected, become stronger. If you made a mistake, learn from it. Don't keep asking, how do I escape this? Ask, how can I become better because of this? You don't need to be grateful for every painful experience, but you can make sure that the experience doesn't leave you exactly the same person who entered it. Use the lesson, build the character, keep moving. Lesson 8. Master your words. Not every thought needs to become a sentence. Not every insult deserves an answer. Not every argument deserves your energy. And not every person deserves access to your mind. Before you speak, ask, is this necessary? Sometimes you need to speak, set the boundary, tell the truth, stand up for yourself. But sometimes silence is wiser. You don't need to have the last word. You don't need to prove you're right to everyone. And you don't need to explain yourself repeatedly to people committed to misunderstanding you. Speak with purpose. And when silence is wiser, choose silence. Lesson 9. Keep promises to yourself. Every time you promise yourself that you'll do something and repeatedly don't do it, you weaken your trust in yourself. You say you'll wake up early. You don't. You say you'll exercise. You don't. You say you'll stop wasting hours scrolling. Then you do it again. Eventually, the problem becomes self-trust. So start small. Make a promise you can actually keep. Then keep it. Finish the task. Take the walk. Read the pages. Turn off the phone. Every promise you keep sends your mind a message. I can trust myself. That is where real confidence begins, not from what other people say about you, but from the evidence you create through your own actions. Lesson 10. Become comfortable with discomfort. Modern life makes comfort incredibly easy. Entertainment is everywhere. Food arrives at your door. Your phone can remove boredom instantly. But if you always choose comfort, discomfort eventually becomes frightening. And growth requires discomfort. Discipline is uncomfortable. Starting over is uncomfortable. Learning is uncomfortable. Telling the truth can be uncomfortable. So practice doing difficult things deliberately. Finish the task when you don't feel motivated. Delay gratification. Have the conversation you've been avoiding. Put the phone away. Choose discipline over impulse. Every time you face discomfort without running away, you teach yourself, I don't need everything to be easy in order to keep moving. Lesson 11. Remember that time is limited. One thing the Stoics never forgot was mortality. Your time is limited. You don't know exactly how many mornings you have left. You don't know how many conversations remain with the people you love. And yet we constantly postpone life. Start tomorrow. Do it later. Tell them someday. But time keeps moving. Remembering that life is temporary isn't meant to make you afraid. It's meant to make you awake. Stop wasting your attention on things that won't matter 5 years from now. Spend time with people who matter. Start the work. Say what needs to be said. And stop assuming that tomorrow is guaranteed. Because when you understand that time is limited, you begin treating today differently. Lesson 12. Become the person you admire. And now we reach the final lesson. Everything we've discussed comes down to one question. Who are you becoming? Think about the person you genuinely admire. Maybe they're calm under pressure. Maybe they keep their word. Maybe they don't need constant attention. Maybe they're disciplined. Maybe they're courageous. Maybe they can lose without losing themselves. Now ask, what would that person do today? Not someday, today. Would they react emotionally? Would they chase approval? Would they quit because something became difficult? Or would they take one more disciplined step? Character isn't built in one dramatic moment. It's built through small decisions repeated every day. Every time you choose discipline over impulse, you become that person. Every time you choose courage over fear, you become that person. Every time you choose self-respect over desperate approval, you become that person. You don't suddenly become strong. You build strength quietly, one decision at a time. So, my friends, these were 12 Stoic lessons that can transform your life in 2026. Control what is yours, pause before you react, stop living for approval, learn to be alone, accept that life isn't always fair, stop chasing what is leaving, turn pain into training, master your words, keep promises to yourself, become comfortable with discomfort, remember that time is limited, and become the person you admire. Stoicism doesn't promise you an easy life. It teaches you how to become stronger in the life you already have. People will disappoint you, plans will fail, you will lose things, you will experience uncertainty, but you still have a choice. You can allow those experiences to make you bitter, or you can allow them to make you wiser. So when life becomes difficult, don't immediately ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is mine to control? What can I learn? And most importantly, who am I becoming?" If this video gave you something to think about, tell me in the comments which of these 12 Stoic lessons do you need most in your life right now. And subscribe to the Stoic Forge for more timeless Stoic wisdom, self-mastery, discipline, and practical philosophy. Thank you for watching. Stay calm, stay disciplined, and keep becoming.